History is often written in ink, but it is forged in blood and steel. Across the centuries, humanity has clashed in conflicts that defy imagination, battles so brutal they've become scars in the memory of the world. These are not just tales of strategy and conquest. They are stories of human endurance, sacrifice, and the terrifying reality of war. Our first stop is the year 216 BC, in a dusty plain in southern Italy. For years, Hannibal had tormented the Romans, crossing the Alps with his war elephants and winning victory after victory. But the Romans were confident. They had amassed a colossal army, nearly 86,000 men, the largest they had ever fielded. Their plan was simple: crush Hannibal's smaller force of 50,000 through sheer numbers. As the sun climbed high, the Roman legions advanced, a tidal wave of shields and spears. Hannibal, a master of strategy, ordered his center, composed of weaker Gallic and Spanish infantry, to slowly give ground. The Romans, sensing an easy victory, pushed deeper and deeper into the Carthaginian line. It was a trap. As the Roman legions surged forward, they became compressed, packed so tightly they could barely swing their swords. At that exact moment, Hannibal unleashed his elite African infantry, hidden on the flanks. They wheeled inward, closing the trap. It was a catastrophic defeat, one that shook the Roman Republic to its core. Cannae became the textbook example of a perfect tactical victory, but also a haunting symbol of battlefield annihilation. The sheer brutality of being trapped and systematically butchered has echoed through military history for over 2 millennia. Now, we leap forward nearly 2,000 years to 1916. The world is engulfed in the Great War, and on the banks of a quiet river in France, a new kind of hell is about to be unleashed. This is the Battle of the Somme. The goal for the British and French forces was to break through the German lines and relieve pressure on the French army after a week-long artillery bombardment, where over 1.5 million shells were fired. Allied commanders believed the German defenses would be obliterated. They were tragically mistaken. On the morning of July 1st, 1916, whistles blew, and thousands of British soldiers climbed out of their trenches, advancing at a walking pace across no man's land. The German defenders, who had weathered the storm in deep reinforced dugouts, emerged with their machine guns. They opened fire, mowing down the advancing waves of men in a relentless hail of lead. The first day of the Somme was the bloodiest single day in the history of the British Army. For Stalin, losing the city bearing his name was unthinkable. The battle for Stalingrad was not fought in open fields, but in the ruins of factories, apartment blocks, and sewers. The Germans called it Rattenkrieg. Rat War. Life expectancy for a new soldier on the front line was often less than 24 hours. Control of a single building, a single floor, or even a single staircase could be contested for weeks. With the dead piling up on both sides, snipers became legendary, preying on any exposed movement. Every street corner was a death trap. They ate their horses, then rats, then boiled leather from their boots. The fighting continued, but it was a desperate, hopeless struggle. In February 1943, the last remnants of the Sixth Army surrendered. The Battle of Stalingrad was a turning point on the Eastern Front. It was a monumental victory for the Soviet Union, but it came at an almost unimaginable cost. Total casualties are estimated to be around 2 million people, including soldiers and civilians. The city was reduced to a mountain of rubble. Stalingrad represents the pinnacle of human ferocity and resilience. A battle where an entire city became a fortress and where the will to survive was tested in the most extreme conditions imaginable. It stands as a terrifying monument to the sheer scale of destruction that humanity can inflict upon itself. Kani, the Somme, Stalingrad, 3 different eras, 3 different continents, 3 different kinds of warfare. Yet they are all connected by a common thread of unimaginable brutality and human suffering. These battles serve as grim reminders of the true cost of conflict. They are not just chapters in a history book. They are human tragedies on a colossal scale. Cautionary tales written in the blood of millions. By remembering them, we honor the fallen and perhaps, just perhaps, learn to avoid repeating the horrors of the past. Thank you for joining us on this journey through some of history's darkest moments. If you found this video insightful, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the past. Let us know in the comments which historical battles you find most compelling. Until next time, stay curious.